sleeping out in the garages and stuff. But ever
So
since...
it was like a flop house or something like that?
Yeah, and then they, somebody bought it, cleaned it up, and then we rented it,
Did it have like some kind of negative history or something like that
Yeah.
before then?
Like it was all people in there doing drugs and homeless people sleeping in random rooms here and there, people out in the garage,
Now, how old were you when you had just like your first experience in general?
My uncle, when I saw him, was after, like, recently after he had passed. I was probably 11.
11, okay.
My grandmother passed when I was 14 or 15. I saw her twice.
I know this is like kind of like personal, but were you still going through like puberty at that time?
Yeah, I started puberty pretty early.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we were still going through it, though. I guess like what I'm trying to ask is like when you had the first experience.
Yeah, I was like 11, 12, so yeah,
Okay.
I probably just like started puberty around that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever dreamt of like shadow figures or something like that? Like, have you ever had like dreams maybe where you were like followed by like maybe a figure in black or something like that, or saw like a man in black or something of that nature?
Sometimes my dreams are really hard to remember.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're really bad, and I'm trying to think specifically, but I don't remember ever having a specific dream about them.
Was the emotional state that you and like your kids were in when you had like I guess increased amounts of like encounters with the entities?
It's been pretty crazy the whole time we've been here.
But I'm saying like, well, I mean, yeah, but do you see it like manifest more like, if you're in like a period of like stress or great happiness, or if the kids are upset about something, or if they're really happy about something?
I just started dating, this guy like 4 months ago, and it really doesn't bother me when he's here, I'll tell you that, It's like I said, usually it's when it's just me and the kids here, and I'm here by myself, and things are normal and quiet, but that's also been but when we've been by ourselves, it's also been the time that it's been hardest on me and the kids too. Like I've managed to try to keep things as normal as possible, but it's been very stressful.
Have you ever been here like without the kids?
Yeah. I mean, living wise?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
They have always been with me.
Okay.
Always been with me.
Do you have like what about like when they're in school and such? Do you have like more experiences when the kids are around? I guess is like what I'm trying to ask, or when they're like, or is it about the same if they're away?
I'd have to say about the same.
Okay.
Because usually when I experience things, they're not like up in the room.
Yeah.
It's usually when they're in their rooms asleep, and it's just me out here, or. I mean, like I said, my ex, we heard it in between the bed, or, I would watch, my daughter look at it, but for the most part, it's just when I'm by myself, especially in my bedroom, When I'm in there and I'm trying to get rest, that's when he starts to, like, move around, and I'll sit there with my heart racing in the bed, looking around and, like, asking it, to stop and let me go to sleep. It's hard sometimes to go to sleep. I'd have to turn the TV on just to have some kind of background noise to block out anything,
Yeah.
And then go to sleep with the TV on, put the timer on so it cuts off after I'm asleep. But I'll get woke up in the night, or I'll wake up and I'll have like an earring missing out of my ear with the back on it. Like my top one right here.
Yeah. Wow.
It'll be just there with the back on it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to trying to see if we can capture this thing, document it a little bit.
So probably the most bizarre occurrence on the way up there was when we were about to get on I-95, and there was two cars in front of us. The first car in line was doing about 45 miles an hour, which is the posted speed limit on the on-ramp, and the car behind it was right in its ass. We were probably 30 feet back or so. They're getting on the highway, which is 70 miles an hour, and the car that was in the first car's ass jumps out into the left-hand lane to pass him as soon as they get on the highway, because he's still doing 45, going really slow. Next thing you know, there's this truck coming down in the left-hand lane. I guess the car that jumped out cut him off. He went off to the side of the road. We got on the highway and had to get over because the car is still doing 45 miles an hour. So now we're in the left-hand lane. The car that cut the other car off is far ahead. Now we're like side by side with this car who's now off-road. It's literally catching air. I mean, like, it's hitting these divots and like going airborne, and like literally like turning one direction, hitting more divots, going airborne again, turning like a slight another direction, still heading forward, but I mean it's going all over the place. It looks like it could have ran into us at any second. So finally we passed it and looked in the rearview mirror, and it got back on the road. They appeared to be okay, but it was just crazy.
Initially, we set up in Jennifer's kids' room to see if we could get some direct responses from the entity through the flashlight.
My name's Chris, by the way. I'm Jen's friend. It's my friend Steve.
What's up?
If there's anybody here with us right now at all, anyone, could you please touch the flashlight and turn it off? Nobody wants to talk to me. Jen, you want to try asking him to turn the flashlight on for us?
Craig, if you're here, touch the flashlight, please. We just want to know if you're here.
Yeah, I was in round.
Have you been in here when Brianna's sleeping?
If you have, give us a sign. Make a loud noise. Talk to us.